She ran all through the night and did not look back until it was dawn. In a village called Koko, somewhere in the southern Nigeria, there lived a girl called Seba. Seba is an 18-year-old African girl with captivating beauty. Her skin, a rich, warm tone, and her dark, soulful eyes always carrying a touch of sadness. Her mother passed away when she was a child, leaving her with only a faint memory of warmth and love. Her father remarried, hoping to bring stability to the home, but his choice came with consequences. His new wife, Mariam, brought along her children and a sense of resentment towards Seba. Despite the circumstances, Seba maintains a gentle heart, her resilience shining even through hardship. Her stepsister Fatima, only a year older, grows fond of Seba, feeling a sisterly bond and often sharing small acts of kindness that keep Seba's spirit alive. The family home in a small room where Seba spends most of her days. Seba is often confined to this room, sparsely furnished, dim, and cold. Mariam, her stepmother, treats her with cruelty, rationing her food and giving her only old worn clothes discarded by her own children. One day, Seba, exhausted and hungry, hears her stepmother calling. Seba, oya, get down here now. Seba murmurs to herself, tiredly. Yes, ma'am, she said. She moves slowly, nervous and weak from hunger. Seba walks into the kitchen, where Mariam waits with a disdainful look. Then Mariam said, Here, eat this if you are so hungry. She then hands Seba a plate with scraps, hardly fit to eat. Seba quietly says, Thank you. Ungrateful child. You should be thankful we even let you stay under this roof. Seba's eyes filled with tears, but she knows better than to argue. Her father, always absent and indifferent, never questions Mariam's treatment of his daughter. To him, Seba is barely noticeable, overshadowed by Mariam's influence. Seba went straight into her room, holding the plate of leftover food given to her by her stepmother, crying, and she said, Oh God, why me? Why do I have to live like this? Did I do anything to get punished this way? Seba wept all day, but still had no choice but to eat the leftover food. Later, Fatima sneaks into Seba's room with a small bundle of food. Despite Mariam's influence and cruelty, Fatima feels a deep bond with Seba. Often, she sneaks into Seba's room with small gifts of food and gentle words of encouragement. Fatima whispers, Seba, Seba, are you awake? Seba sleepily said, Fatima, what are you doing here? Then Fatima said, I brought you this. She hands her a piece of fresh bread and some fruit. Seba tears up, grateful. Thank you, Fatima. I don't know what I would do without you. Fatima said, whispering softly, One day, Seba, just one day, you will be free from all of this. You will be free from this place. I promise you, and I will help you. Seba ate the food handed to her by Fatima and left no traces of the food. This continued again and again and again and again. Seba always got maltreated by her stepmother. She makes her work with hunger. She washed all the plates, cooks all the food, and never gets to go out because her stepmother felt it wasn't safe to let Seba leave the house, considering the way she maltreats her. Miriam seized all the belongings to Seida's late mother, leaving her with nothing, and when she gets upset, she makes Seba the scapegoat by pouring all of her aggressions on her. Fatima secretly starts helping Seba plan an escape. She knows the danger, but her loyalty to Seba outweighs her fear of their mother. One fateful evening, Fatima overheard her mother saying that she would attend the community's wives' meeting. So Fatima thought that was the perfect time to let Seba out. Fatima planned on stealing the keys, and she succeeded by stealing the keys to Seba's room without letting anyone know. Then, Fatima went to Seba's window and said, "Tomorrow night, when everyone's asleep, I will unlock the back door. You will need to run as fast as you can and never look back." Seba, hesitant, fearful, said, "But what if she finds me? What if I am caught?" Fatima said calmly, "I will handle my mother. Just go, Seba. You deserve a better life, a chance to be happy." Now, the night we have been waiting for has arrived, and with Fatima's help, Seba quietly sneaks out of the house. The fear of getting caught mixes with the thrill of freedom as she leaves behind her stepmother's home. Her heart races, but she feels a glimmer of hope for the first time in years. She ran all through the night and did not look back until it was dawn in a village called Koko. When Miriam, that is Seba's stepmother, arrived, she went straight to bed without checking out on Seba. The next morning, Miriam was hungry and wanted something to eat. She then called out, "Seba, where is that useless witch in form of human?" But she heard silence. Then she went towards Seba's room and found it broken. Then she thought Seba must have broken the door and left herself, but Miriam was scared because she didn't know what was coming next. The next morning, Seba found herself in a busy village market. Seba, exhausted and unsure of where to go, walked through a bustling village. Malik, a well-respected young man known for his compassion and sense of justice, notices her. Malik has a tall, strong frame with kind, steady eyes that seem to sense the pain of those around him. Malik went towards Seba and said, "Are you all right, sister? You look lost." Seba replied hesitantly, I don't know where to go." Malik then said, smiling gently, "Come with me. My home is open to those Over the next few days, Malik kept offering Seba food, a place to stay, and the real kindness she has felt in a long time. However, he notices her hesitant to speak about her past, sensing her pain. Malik said, "Seba, you don't have to tell me anything. You don't have to tell me everything. But know that I am here to listen if you ever want to talk." Seba said, her voice shaky, I have been silent for so long, afraid that no one would care for me or believe me. Then Malik said, sometimes sharing your story is the first step towards healing, and you are safe now, I promise. Then, after countless tries, Seba was finally able to open up to Malik about her past. She told him everything about Mariam, and Malik promised to bring everything to an end and promised to make Mariam pay for what she did to Seba. Malik, determined to give Seba a life free from fear, decides to seek justice on her behalf. He finds Mariam and confronts her, insisting that her actions will not go unpunished. Malik went to Seba's house with the community local police and arrested Mariam. Malik said sternly, Mariam, your cruelty towards Seba will not be ignored. You have robbed her of a family's love, and justice will be served. Mariam, in the other hand, caught off guard, has no response as Malik ensures she faces the consequences of her actions, ultimately leading her to her arrest. With Mariam's influence gone, Seba finally feels free. Her father, seeing the error of his neglect, asks for her forgiveness. But Seba now stands on her own, strong and independent. In time, she and Malik's friendship deepens into love, and their connection grows with mutual respect and compassion. One fateful evening, Malik told Seba that he had a surprise for her. He blindfolded her and asked her to follow him gently. Malik had set a beautiful sunset garden with flowers and candles and unblinded Seba, saying, Seba, I need to tell you something really important, something I haven't been able to tell you. I think I'm in love with you. I fell for you the very first time I met you, but didn't want to take advantage of your situation. Then, Seba, smiling, said, I also feel the same for you. They married in a now in their home, filled with warmth and peace. Seba stands by the window, filled with sunlight, a symbol of her journey from darkness to light. Malik joins her, wrapping his arms around her. Malik says, you are safe now, Seba. This is your home, our home. Reassuring her. Seba, smiling in content, said, thank you, Malik. I never thought I had find a family again, but with you, I have everything I need. And so, Seba and Malik lived their life happily ever after. Fatima, on the other hand, got to visit Seba anytime she wanted and also found the love of her life shortly after. Now, the lessons learned from this short story is that sometimes a simple act of kindness can change a life. Fatima's small act of Now, the moral lesson in this story is that sometimes a simple act of kindness can change a life. Fatima's small act of care and bravery gave Seba the courage to escape. So let's have it in the back of our mind that even the smallest kindness can have a huge impact on people's life. Having watched this story, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. I remain your favorite Zuzu the Talker. Thank you.